Hello. Dr. Price here from Mills High School, and I'm going to be walking you through a very brief introduction of StreamYard. So, StreamYard is an alternative to Zoom and Google Meet. What StreamYard offers is a recording. Still, it can be a live recording. You can connect it to YouTube Live. But what this also does is that it can post it on YouTube and save it, and you can still share screens, share what you're trying to present. You can have banners, you can have different things scrolling through just as a reminder for different students. Primarily, I use the StreamYard website for instruction. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I use StreamYard, and then StreamYard/YouTube Live, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays I do Zoom instead of Google Meet. I'm just a Zoom person. But let me show you what it actually looks like in the end. Sun is coming through, isn't it? Okay, so just a minute. So we have your videos, my videos that I've used StreamYard for being loaded into my YouTube channel. So that gives absent students or students who need a little bit of repetition to go back to those videos and rewatch it, or go back to that spot where I was explaining a particular assignment or a particular concept, to go back and actually watch it again and understand what's going on. So let me just click one of these so you'll be able to see. So this is what the end result will look like. This is what the digital students will see. If you have the physical students, they can log on to see this as well. But as you can see, I turn it so my digital students can kind of feel like they're part of the physical classroom. I have a message scrolling down the bottom. Be sure to complete your check-in for attendance. And I even have a message about what they should be working on or getting themselves prepared for when class starts, independent reading. To the right, you'll see a replay of the students' comments. So if they're asking for help, there you go. If they're explaining something to me or sharing a response, there we go. And so they can replay it. As they watch the video, they can see the chat being replayed. And as I'm creating the video in the live session, I can see the students' comments, of course. Okay, so to set this up, you go to StreamYard.com, create a free account. The free account has some limitations, so just keep that in mind. You can't go over a certain amount of videos, a certain number of hours per month. But all you need to do to start or set up your session is create a broadcast. And then you'll give it a title. And my titles are typically what class or class period is going to be and what date. That way I'll be able to figure out which session I'm looking at, and the students will as well if we have to go back and look at something. And then I can schedule it for now or later. That part is really arbitrary because you can start it anytime you want. And then you simply create broadcast. Once you click create broadcast, you'll have one set up, a broadcast set up for you. And you just enter that studio and get ready to start recording. So as you can see, we have a few things to look at. There's one thing that I can click here, add to stream, so I can add my video or my video feed to the actual stream, because there's nothing there except this wait screen. I can click on banners and have something scrolling along the bottom. I can have my little reminder of what needs to be done. I can even post the objective for the day if I want the students to see that. And as I'm doing the session, I can easily hide those right there, just as quick as that. The comments, anytime students are actually typing something into the chat, this is where I can see it. And yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward. Now, what I like to do, I've gotten out of my chair. I can't stay sitting in my chair for a whole day. So I went and purchased these inexpensive earbuds, Bluetooth, and I put one in my ear just so I'll be able to function and hear what's going on in the physical world. And then I start walking around. Now, here's the thing about StreamYard. It's not like Zoom. It's not like Google Meet. You don't have a video from the students. You don't get oral responses from the students. So the purpose of me having the earbud is not so I can hear what they have to say, because that's not going to be possible. Instead, the purpose of me having that earbud in my ear is so that I can use the microphone, so that I'm not lingering around this computer in order to communicate to my students, the digital ones who were at home or wherever. So that frees me up so that I can walk around and also see the students' comments. What I like to do is make sure that my computer, my laptop, is connected to my big television screen so that I can just extend the screen essentially and see my students' comments right there. So no need really to linger on, to hang around my computer unless I want to or unless I need to. StreamYard, similar to Zoom and Google Meet, allows screen sharing. So if I wanted, I could, and I'll probably show you, I'll have to show you one with one that's already done, but I can split the screen so you can see my face and then you can also see what screen I'm sharing, or you can just see my face and nothing, that's it, or you can see the screen that I want to share. So, and then even better, you can make it so if you see these little two people here, you can make it so you have little guest speakers and you're interacting with those folks. Okay, so it looks like you have up to 3 people. So that's pretty nice. I've tried that once and it turns out pretty well. But let's see. So let me go to one where you'll be able to see what it looks like to actually split my screen. Class sessions. There we go. Just happened to pop up. So this is one for my French class. And so I start off with just my shared screen and then minimize that. Now you can see me talking on the side and walking through the screen at the same time. And then I even remove the shared screen and bring it back, focusing on me. So it's very versatile, I would say, but I think it just takes time to figure out what you need and what you're trying to accomplish with this. So the accompanying video is going to be showing you StreamYard in action. You'll be seeing me kind of sitting in front of the computer, interacting with the students, answering questions from the digital students, but also speaking directly to the physical students as well. Meanwhile, the YouTube Live screen is being projected on the television screen so that I can see what's going on. I can see what their comments are and interact accordingly. Okay, so I hope that wasn't too fast of a rundown for you. But, oh yeah, one more thing. So once you do have the StreamYard set up, I go back, leave the studio. What you'll have to do, if you open it, so this is a broadcast that I have scheduled. I haven't started it yet. If you open it, you have to figure out a way. You have to know how you're going to actually share this link or share this broadcast, this live broadcast with your students. So you open it on YouTube just so you can get that link, that URL. And then wherever you share your links with your students, you would share that one with your 7th period or with whichever class it was going to be for. StreamYard is great for days when you know you're going to be absent. So you can literally record your whole lesson, walking students through what's going on. Perhaps you can do that with Loom. Yeah, you can probably do that with Loom as well. But it just depends on what your preference is and what features you're looking for. Okay, so once again, that's Dr. Price from Mills High School. Hopefully you're able to mess around with StreamYard to see whether it'll fit into your plans, or maybe not right now, but maybe a little bit later. Hopefully the next video will explain, or the accompanying video will explain and show how that is going to look or could look in your classroom. All right, take care. Go comment. Okay, good morning, good morning. Full house again. Okay, so we have a few things on the agenda. It's a Wednesday, And we have another opportunity to show what we got, show what we know with the DCFA. So in Schoology, if you go to week 5, you'll see that there is one more thing that I've added to week 5, DCFA number 3. This one deals a little bit with transition words, but also with purpose. So author's purpose, perspective, what can we learn from these details? And remember that every detail that the author incorporates into their writing is going to be important. So think about what we can get from there. Okay, so that's the priority. So everybody should be working on the DCFA number 3. If you get finished with that today, second thing on the list is watching that presentation under week 5, line of reasoning, building a clear line of reasoning. My audio is attached to that, so make sure you click those headphones so that you'll be able to actually hear my explanation. If after that, if you haven't finished anything for week 4, rhetorical analysis, paragraph, or the AP multiple choice, go ahead and take time to do that. And then if you're finished with all that, there's some extra multiple choice practice for you to get you up and running. Okay? So take time to get yourself through that list. If you haven't already done so, digital folks, make sure you say hello, good morning, hey in the chat so I know that you're here. Okay, to get started, let me know if you cannot access the actual DCFA. Same process, different code, same process. Okay, so I hope you were able to see what it looks like, see and understand what it looks like in action, to use StreamYard, linking that to YouTube Live. So I'm able to, again, send my students access to those videos, so they'll have, they can go back and watch those videos as much as necessary. I can interact with the students. They can ask questions. I can explain those questions. I can explain things. I can share my screen. Again, as I said before, StreamYard is great for those days when you are absent and you still want to incorporate your voice and your way of explaining things into your lessons. So this is what I've been using StreamYard whenever I've been absent. It's just so they'll understand what's going on. A combination of StreamYard, if it's necessary to use all of that, and Loom. So hopefully it was clear again, and good luck if you try to use it. Power forward.